What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed already and you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe right now. I got a question for you guys. What do you do when you come to your car and you put your key in the ignition? Working on a 2001 Toyota Sienna, by the way, and you put your key in the ignition and you go to try to start it. After you see the lights come on, you go to start it and you hear this sound. Listen. You hear that sound when I try to start it? What do you do when you hear that sound? Then you look up at the dome lights. I'm about to start it. Disregard the flickering dome lights, guys. This is the way the light bulbs been for a while. I know that already. I've been in this car before. But when you go to start it, one more time, check them out, see if they go dim. When I hit the starter, they don't lose their brightness. Now I will show you the headlights, but I can't go out there and, do this all as one person right now. But write in the comments right now. I don't care if you're a beginner or you're an advanced technician. Write in the comments right now with what you would think the problem was. Where will you start heading towards? Now, when I got called over here, the client said go ahead and bring a jumper pack. So he assumed that this has weak battery voltage, and if you give it more power, it won't make this noise and it will be normal. So suggesting that the battery's weak or something. I knew that the battery couldn't be weak unless there's a loose connection, because I put a new battery on here recently, and also the starter's been changed less than a year ago, and yeah, they've just been having a bunch of battery and starter issues in the past couple years. But I know that all this stuff is been changed, is new, and now they have this problem. What would you think is going on? I already know what's going on. I'm gonna give you some time. All right, that's enough time. I'm gonna tell you what's going on in my mind. You got a bad starter. The starter wasn't a manufacturer starter. The starter was an aftermarket starter, and it wasn't the best aftermarket starter. And I just think it's just the starter didn't even last a year. Now, I put my scope on it already. You guys know that a scope, I'm gonna take you outside while I talk. A scope measures the voltage and stuff. When I put my scope on there, it had 12.8 volts. And when I went to start it, the only thing you saw was it dropped to like 12.4. It didn't, like, the starter wasn't even taking a load already. Now I got it rigged up for it to work, since I already disassembled the starter, so you guys can see how it's working. I already disassembled it. Let me zoom in on there. See that? I already disassembled this out of the engine. There's the starter out of the engine, and I grounded it. Since it's not bolted to the engine, I have to give it its own ground, separate ground. Where's it at? Oh, it's right there. I bolted it to the body ground, to the frame, straight to the housing. This right here is a starter relay. The starter relay is good. It's not bad. I took it out and used a bypass relays tool, and it's do the same thing. Even though this relay has better days, it's not the problem. So what I want to do now is pull this relay out and bypass it, so you guys can see firsthand how this starter is operating. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me set the camera up so I can do that. Alrighty. Try to do this without getting shot. Need a little tool or something. Screwdriver. Open up this tab. Okay, that out of there. Plug up my tool. Make sure I put power first. Careful when hooking up your tools, man. You don't want to damage the car electronics. Alright. Alright, so now I got control of the starter without being inside with the key. So I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. There's the starter pinion. Y'all can see it as soon as I hit this button. You're gonna see it pull out. I'm gonna zoom in. This thing is not only is supposed to pull out, the pull out part is working, but when it pulls out, it also is supposed to spin too. You can see this, it ain't spinning. Now if I knock on it and bang on it long enough, it might will, but I'm not gonna do it for this video. The owner said he knocked on it, made it spin. I tried to knock on it off the video and I couldn't get the spin, so that's why I'm not going to try right now. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this starter and go take it up there, check out the warranty and stuff, and replace the starter. Alright guys. Now we can jumper this thing up. Make it work, but I'm not gonna do that. I hope you guys gonna take my word. If I'm wrong, I'm not afraid to admit it later on in this video. Alright guys. So here's a good thing about using the same supplier. I got a few suppliers I use, but this one they go ahead and swapped it out. It's been 9 months, so I did kind of complain about it fell so soon. And I asked them could they go ahead and upgrade me with the Duralast, the best version. It was like the medium version. And they're like, nah, you get what you pay for. So if this goes out again, I'm definitely gonna see if I can pay the difference and get the best version of this starter. I just want to get the part number on there, so maybe if I have trouble with this again, I'll have a freaking video that shows what the part number is. Let's go ahead and test this out. I'll put it on there.
1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. I'm with ya. That's what they say. I'm with ya. That's what they say. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. I'm with ya. That's what they say. I'm with ya. That's what they say. A whole lot of talking, a whole lot of blah. I'ma get with ya, but I know you not. You two-faced in a spot. I'm too cold when I drop. Do you see me? I'm too close. I'm out of the box. Oh, I got that. Oh, you frontin' that gold chain, big man, fake ring. We doing things. They know my name, respect the game. We get the cane, you get the fame. They know my name, respect the game. We get the cane, you get the fame. We walk how we walk. You talk how you talk. No matter what you say, we gon' back it up. That talk, we gon' back it up. That walk, we gon' back it up. We walk, we gon' back it up. You know, we the light in the dark. We gon' shh, let you talk. Shh, you love to talk. Shh, let them talk. Shh, they love to talk. They with you when you on top. They with you on the bottom. They not. Let them drop. 1 minute, they with you. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with you. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with you. 1 minute, they not. I'm with you. That's what they say. I'm with you. That's what they say. 1 minute, they with you. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with you. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with you. 1 minute, they not. I'm with you. That's what they say. I'm with you. That's what they say. We back on top. Inspiration never stop. We real motivation. You can feel it. We so hot. Turn it up. Them speakers gon' knock. Don't turn it down. Them speakers gon' pop. We come around the world gon' hot. Work it, motivate my block. Now tell me how you want it. We want it. We get up on it. We speak. Build up the beat. We stack it. Moving the feet. My words dominate the beat. We work. We never sleep. Committed. That's what we be. Camouflage. They can't see me. Don't tell me we gon' die. We living in the sky. Them chickens, they never fly. We eagles. Watch the eye. Why the world so crazy? And babies having babies. Unemployment. We lazy. We bout it. We take it. Shh. They watching. Shh. They talking. Shh. Keep walking. Everybody just talking. Facebook talking. Instagram talking. Snapchat talking. They with ya, still talking. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. I'm with ya. That's what they say. I'm with ya. That's what they say. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. 1 minute, they with ya. 1 minute, they not. I'm with ya. That's what they say. I'm with ya. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they say.
bigger one. That's recording still. That on there tight. Plug in this key connector. Got this around there to keep it tight. Keep it on there. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna jumper this out for test purposes to ground. Okay. This is a slightly different version starter. I remember because I set it up, it had different screws in it. Hopefully they freaking took the flaws out of it. But I'll be right back. Let me go get the keys for the car. Let me pause this camera so I don't waste the battery and memory. Alright, so I got the keys. The only reason I don't really need the key to do this test, but I got the keys because as soon as I plug up the negative cable, the alarm goes off and it's really loud. So I want to hurry up and be able to turn it off as soon as it goes off. So here we go. I'm gonna test it out now. Look, yeah.
Moving a little slow, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
How's it going?
I'm good. What you got there?
Oh, my dad's stuff in.
Cool. Now I'm about to make a testing this starter and stuff, making a video.
Okay.
Got it all getting ready to test it before I mount it to the engine, the starter.
This is the one you're talking about? The new one?
Well, no, it's not my new one, but I'm gonna use that one too. Heck yeah.
How's your back feeling? A little better?
Feeling better. Just as you see, it ain't good, but
Yeah.
I'm moving around, working now.
Yeah, I feel
Gotta
you.
go to work tonight too.
Oh, man.
And I wish I had one more day.
I know. I'm glad I had today off. Was it already inside?
Yeah. Alright. Hello guys. Alright guys, so now I'm going to put my tool. Do that right now. Put my tool in there. Hook this up. So you're not flopping around. Shit. Keys are weird, man. Tighter connection. There we go. All right. So I got my connector started up. Let me go ahead and zoom in so you guys can get the first hand of this new starter. Zoom in. See if y'all can zoom in. Can't even see it. Oh, there it goes. Alright. So, that ought to work. Get this stuff out y'all's way. Alright, so it's that right there. It's underneath this hose. It's pretty much make sure it's clear because it's going to eject out and start spinning. So here we go. I'm gonna hook my tool on there. Guys see that? What's going on? That's awesome. So here it goes. Yeah, it's hitting stuff down there. So all right, it's working. So I'm definitely gonna put it in, guys. So since it's working, I'm definitely gonna put it in. And after I put it in, I'm gonna do some scope testing after that. And we're gonna have some save some data on this car with a scope test. So let's get to it. Put my gloves on, about to get on it. Disconnect the battery and my tools again and mount the starter in there. So you guys really can't see how it goes in there, but it's pretty simple. As long as you get the air box out the way, it's 2 bolts to put the starter in. Let's get it. All right. There. That last test, my ground cable jumped off of it. Alright. Just want to get this out the way so I don't break nothing. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's mount it in there. Before I put all the air box and stuff in there, I'm going to test it out, of course. This time, it should turn the motor, so make sure the belt's clear. Make sure the belt's clear. And I don't know if I can test it without turning this alarm on. I'm gonna quit stalling on you guys. Get this done.
Never sleep, committed, that's what we be. Camouflage, they can't see me. Don't tell me we gon' die. We living in the sky. Them chickens, they never fly. We eagles, watch the eye. While the world's so
Oh, this
crazy.
battery good,
And
so.
babies having babies. Unemployment, we lazy. We bout it, we take it. Shh, they watch it. They talk.
This is just to save time for myself, guys.
Everybody just talking. Facebook.
Okay, it's not grounded because battery cable's not on there. I'm going to turn it on. Put the alarm up again. On. That's all I want to see. It's working, guys. Let you guys see the belts. Let you know I ain't doing no trickery. There's an alternator belt. Zoom in on that alternator belt so you guys can see. Here we go. That's it, guys. I'm about to get ready to put everything back together. And it's a wrap. Well, I'm coming back when everything's back together and we're gonna test it out a little bit some more. So pretty much, that's it, guys. This is just the end of the video now. Be back. I didn't see that ring fall off. One of you guys saw it. Still recording. Yep. Alright, gotta pull that back up. Put that on top of the cord. There's a hose back here, guys. I'm hooking up right now. Clamp I'm gonna put on there. You'll be breathing funny if you don't hook that hose up. And it will throw a code. Don't plug the connector in. Good. Alright. Connector. recording. Okay. Math connector. Right on there. Alright. So guys, do a little quick little inspection. Looks like I'm done, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my tools and stuff, and I'll be right back after I clean up everything. Give you guys a little overview of my mess. Be right back, guys. One more thing, I bet you guys are probably wondering if I'm going to tighten up that battery cable, and yes I am, 'cause I just remembered it. I don't know how many people caught that. Pretty tight. Alright, be back and I'm clean up. Alright guys, I'm back. I just cleaned up everything. Left my little jumper lead out there just in case I need it for later on. I'm going to do some testing. The air box is back on, original relays back in. I'm going to recommend they get a brand new relay, not because it's not working, but because it's had better days. It's all beat up and it's just in bad shape. They don't have to, just recommend it. Starter's in there, and let's go ahead and start this thing up. Let this car go by. I don't want to get ran over. So here we go, guys. Reaching my hand from the front because they need to replace the handle. Ouch. There we go. You guys can watch the RPMs. This gauge right here. When they crank up, it jump up to about between the 1 and the 2 sometimes, or most of the time. So here I go. About to crank it up. That's the fix, guys. HSP just fixed a problem. Let's go look at it. After that, we're gonna keep on cranking it up. So I'm gonna go get the scope. Excuse my mess. Excuse all my grunting, guys. I just hurt my hip. Feel it all over my back and everywhere. Powering up. Scope, 2-channel. Volts. peak off. I don't need a peak on. Burn it off. Volts. 20 seconds since I'm doing this by myself. We gotta run out there, start it, run back out here. No trigger. Bring it down a little bit. So let me mount this camera right quick, see if I can hook up. I got the camera mounted for you guys. Let me go ahead and turn the engine off, and I'm going to hook up my scanner, make my scope. All right, hook my channels up. Hook my ground. Right now I'm just gonna do voltage check, something simple right now. I'm not gonna do an amp check. I'm not even comfortable with my amp meter, so I'm not even gonna do that on the camera right now. My amp clamp. Just kinda embarrassing to say, but oh well. It's a learning curve, guys. I barely started using scopes again. I've been naive on trying not to spend as much money on this thing, but go ahead and spend the money, man. Save you a lot of trouble and help you fix a lot of problems faster, so it's worth the money. Now I got this scanner. I actually got more scanners now. I mean, more scopes. I keep saying scanner. I'm not even using a scanner today, guys. I'm talking about a scope. It's not a scanner. Okay. Hook one side up to battery cable, the black to the battery, and the yellow to the positive. Alright guys, so here you see it. It got a 12 volts going in. You're gonna see it drop. I'm gonna see, before I even pull this start out, I didn't even see it drop, no voltage. We're gonna want to drop right here in this area to like the 10 to 9, 8 voltage. When I did this video last time, it didn't even drop past 12 volts. It just did a little budge because it just kicked out, but it wasn't spinning. When it starts spinning, it's going to turn the motor, and you're going to see the big heavy dropouts when it's spinning the motor. And then when it cranks up, we're going to start to see it charge up above this original line. So let's go ahead and kick it on. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording and start it back over, because I'm going to save this footage. Start right there. I'm going to start it up right now, guys. See it? Stop it. There it is, guys. Let me zoom in. I can get it. No, not even a good idea. I shouldn't have zoomed in with the camera. I'm gonna zoom in with the scope. That was a bad idea. Alright, I'm gonna turn it off right quick so we can analyze it. So what we see here, guys, is the voltage dropped out. Let's go ahead and put a scanner marker on here. The voltage dropped out right close to 8 volts. Right here it says 799. So it dropped off to 8 volts, and after it came on, you see on the 2 marker we got 14.5 volts. So that means it took it to get 14.5 volts ever since the dropout. Right here we got 14.5 volts, and we dropped out to 8 volts right here. So it approximately took us a total of almost 1.9 seconds, about 2 seconds for this battery system to charge up to proper charge, 14.4. So I'm gonna this time I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on my scope. I'm gonna save this. Now I'm gonna zoom in on this scope, and I'm gonna zoom in to probably about maybe a half a second. Let's go about a quarter of a second. So I'm gonna stop it. Turn these little things off so we get a bigger view of it. I'm gonna stop it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna hurry up and turn it on, and we're gonna record that little footage with this fast waveform so we can analyze it a little better. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit record and hurry up and start it up. Okay, run over here and stop it. Now this snap on, I can zoom out. Since I started so zoomed in, I'm gonna zoom out now. There it goes. There's a picture of our zoom in a little bit more. Move this in the area we want to zoom into. So look, now I can throw that out my way, and now I can pull out my cursors and really pinpoint on there. Let's go over a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up my scales again. Right here we're hitting 14.5 approximately. Okay, right here we dropped all the way down to right there. I got it at 8 volts, about 9 volts. So this right here, let's put it right here so we can see it. 14.5. I need to answer this call, guys. Hold on. Alright guys, so this is a perfect good charging starting system waveform. What I'm going to do now is I want to zoom in on the starter section and see how that starter humps look, since this is a brand new starter. Oh, wrong zoom. It looks really distorted right now. I should have put a filter on there when I did it. But let's try to zoom in a little more. Let's zoom out one time. Maybe I zoomed in too much. Nah, it just looked kind of trashy. Let me zoom in more. Yeah, it looks pretty trashy. Should have put a filter on, guys. I'm not gonna do it again. Like I said, I'm still getting familiar with my tool. I wish I could zoom in on this scale. I wish I could zoom in on that scale, but no biggie right now. That's a good looking waveform, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back over to the customer. I'm gonna save this one, and I'm gonna call it a day. Go follow up on, make some phone calls and this and that. But thanks for watching my video. Like always, you guys have a blessed day. Until next time, Stay blessed.